Welcome to Face to Face, connecting theater makers to the public, a program from the Legacy Theater and socialdistancetheater.org.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Face to Face. My name is Lauren Rosenay, and I am the Legacy Theater's company manager. Today on the show, we have Judy Primavera. Judy is the founder and president of the Jamie Hulley Arts Foundation. Judy has touched so many lives and has made so many dreams come true, and I am just so honored to have her on the show today with us. Hi, Judy, and welcome to Face to Face.
Hi. It's good to be here, but you're giving me much too much credit.
No, I am not. So to start off, would you mind just talking a little bit about the mission of the Jamie Hulley Arts Foundation?
Okay, so we started the foundation in 2002 in memory of my daughter, Jamie Hulley, who was an artist in every sense of the word. She did theater, she danced, she did everything. And so our mission really is to provide opportunities to young people to be able to develop their talent and to follow their dreams.
That is just so tremendous. And every single time I hear the story of how your foundation started, Jamie, your beautiful daughter, her legacy is living on in the absolute best way possible, which is to continue to touch and enrich and inspire young theater artists. And I just think that's beautiful. And that's why I'm so honored to have you with us today.
Thank you.
So, what would you say some of your proudest moments and accomplishments have been through the Jamie Hulley Arts Foundation?
So, I'm often in awe because we actually started off saying, we want to give some scholarships. We were very humble in what we thought we were going to do. And, 18 years later, we've given away close to $900,000 in scholarships and educational programs and sponsorships. So, that's just mind-boggling to me how we got from there to there. But anybody who knew my daughter Jamie would know her motto was, what would I want with small dreams? So we always when we get together, the committee were there, she wasn't going to settle for just a few scholarships and giving a few awards, so that's a proud moment. The thing that I think we're really proudest of and distinguishes us from other organizations is that we value forming relationships. Most nonprofits will sponsor something and then they move on to something new and something bigger or better in their eyes. We form relationships. So we have relationships with some of our organizations that are 18 years long, that are 10 years long. Our scholarship students, it's not a one-shot deal. So the children, from Bridgeport that we send to theater camp, they can do it from the time they're 8 to the time they're 16. Like, we don't say, oh, you had one summer, that's all you can have. And that makes me proud. It makes me proud because it's like a family, and people stay with us and we stay with them. And to me, that's the way the world should be. We shouldn't be dropping in on people and then leaving them.
And I feel like it's more rewarding because not only are you doing this great thing, but then you're actually seeing what you're doing make that difference and helping these students continue doing what they love and helping make these productions come to life. And it's just incredible. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, we're really lucky. We helped launch Square Foot Theater in Wallingford, and we helped launch Broadway Method Academy in Fairfield. And it's sometimes, again, it's just mind-boggling. We have a film program at Amity Middle School Orange. We have drama programs at the 2 middle schools that weren't there. It's a great legacy for Jamie.
Yeah. And I couldn't agree more. And what are ways that you have personally seen theater change lives?
It's most apparent with more vulnerable populations. In schools that have more resources, the main impact is really just offering children a different way to learn. So we level the playing field. It's not the kids who are good in math and good in writing, but sometimes the child who doesn't have a venue to show how smart they are gets to show it. In the more under-resourced schools and areas, there are schools where we are their art program, we are their music program. They wouldn't have it if it wasn't for us. The talent development scholarships we have for, working class families, who can't afford to send their kids for lessons. I mean, these kids have a passion and a talent, but they don't have the finances to be able to develop it. So when we see a child working with Broadway Method Academy and Connor Dean and some of the professionals there, it's like an amazing thing to see this kid who can develop their talent in a way because of us.
Yeah, and I mean, that is incredible. And I have no words to describe what generous and wonderful things you are doing over there. So I also saw that you have started some sort of yoga series at the Turkey Hill School. Can you share a little bit about that with us as well?
Sure. It's a wonderful thing. So, and I have to give, the teachers come up with these ideas, my committee pushes them along, and I happen to be a developmental child clinical psychologist, so I put my 2 cents in. But anyway, so Gina Malfronte, who's the first grade teacher, came to us 6 years ago and asked for funding for a program where she wanted to do yoga stories. And so these first graders work with a yoga instructor every week. And first of all, it's wonderful because school is just so stressful that, to me, part of being a first grader is kind of learning how to be a student and learning how to deal with your emotions and how to focus yourself. So they work with this instructor every week for a while. Gina has a yoga corner where they can go, and it always cracks me up because she'll say, they come to her and they go, "Miss M, I need to center myself." And they go and they sit and they do that. But then they do all these really interesting things. So they read books, and then they learn yoga poses to go with the theme of the book. So it gets the language arts, it gets the social emotional development. They have a winter seed thing where they plant seeds and they watch it grow. There's a science component, but it's also linked to how they're growing through yoga. It's just amazing. And then two years ago, it was 2 years ago was the 5-year. So the kids who did it in first grade, the very first year, were now 5th graders. And Tina Mongillo in 5th grade wanted to add it to hers. So now we have in 1st and 5th grade, and the 5th graders mentor the 1st graders in the yoga. It's incredible.
So your work goes beyond the arts. It's mindfulness, and it's that mindset that you're also cultivating.
Yes, but it's very difficult to be creative without being mindful.
Mm-hmm.
So we really see that as part of the same thing, that there is an art to knowing yourself and being able to use your talents.
I love that. And I know that your organization also does some really cool things with Broadway professionals and some celebrities. So can you talk a little bit about that as well?
Well, so celebrity is kind of a state of mind. So we have met many Broadway people. One of our favorite acts that's been with us many times is a group called the Broadway Boys. And this is a group of young men who find a way to earn money when they're not actually on Broadway by doing performances. So we've met a number of people that way. We have a visiting artist series, and at Amity High School, we've brought in Broadway people. And my favorite is probably Rob McClure, who I actually had tickets to see him as Mrs. Doubtfire, and I can't wait till 2021 because my tickets are now going there. But then more locally, when we were first starting out, the Cavalier family in Bethany was very involved with us. Lori, Tom, and Ashley, are very involved with the theater. And when Ashley, before she was actually on air for, the radio, actually performed for us at our gala. We're really lucky. We're really lucky. Our groups they resonate with what we do. And, not to get schmaltzy, but we always think that like kind of Jamie has a hand in, bringing these people to us. So we've had a group called Oh What a Night, which is a professional group out of Las Vegas, come and do our show 3 times now. It's a Frankie Valley Four Seasons group, and many of them were on Broadway. We're part of their cast. But anyway, they do it for an incredibly reduced rate because they believe in our mission. And I'm just absolutely blessed. And every group we've worked with has been very generous. Now we pay them because they need to make some money, but they've been very generous. In the 18 years, they've all been generous.
That's great. And I think going right off of what you just said, can we talk a little bit about your gala? And is this an annual gala, or what are your plans for this year?
Yes, every September we have an Evening for the Arts Gala, and it is in September because that's Jamie's birthday month. And when she was a child, she wasn't happy with celebrating a day. So we had to celebrate the whole month was Jamie's birthday month. It consists of a review of our local talent so we feature Square Foot Theater, we feature Amity Creative Theater, we feature Broadway Method Academy, and various other local people that we sponsor. And then our second act is our professional act that we bring in. There's auctions, there's raffles, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun event. So this September, we were supposed to have Carol's Kings, which I was very excited about, an all-male group that does Carole King songs. And we have COVID. So that gala is postponed to March of 2021. So we have to keep our fingers crossed that we get a handle on this pandemic.
Yes.
For many reasons, not just my gala, but we have to keep people alive in this country.
Judy, how can people get involved and how can people help support you?
Well, we try not to impose on people as much as we can. But, donations are always welcome considering we don't have the gala. We love it when people recycle their unwanted gift cards and send them to us, and then we can always use them at our gala. Let me see. We are affiliated with Amazon Smile, which is an arm of Amazon, and people can sign up for Amazon Smile, choose us as the donor, and when they buy something, Amazon donates to us. Cost them nothing. It's a great way, and just remember us. So, we've had several people set up memorial scholarships for people in their family. We've had people do Facebook birthday fundraisers for us. And in lieu of the gala in September, because I do need some funds for our more pressing programming, we're going to be doing a GoFundMe fundraiser. So that'll be up and running within the next 2 weeks.
All right. And what's your website so people can find you?
Okay, it is Jamie Hulley Arts Fund.org.
You and your organization, you are so hands-on, and you're there painting the sets, and you're there starting organizations, and I know that people are just so appreciative of what you and your entire team are doing.
And I don't do it alone. We have this whole committee that works their butts off every time we're doing something, but thank you.
Yes, I know, and you all go above and beyond, and you guys are just doing wonderful things for wonderful people, and I couldn't be more grateful that you took time out and spoke to me on Face to Face today, and I wish you the absolute best.
Okay, same to you. Bye, Lauren.
Bye, Judy.
Thank you for joining us on Face to Face. We would like to thank our sponsors, Oak Tree Development and the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, and Brad Ross for the themed music. You can follow us on legacytheaterct.org.